Hey guys, it's Kimmy again and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. It really means the world to me, and I know I'm way too excited, but I'm just happy. Am I happy? I'm more annoyed than anything at the moment. No, I'm happy in general. Like I love this. But the story I'm going to tell. So I work at an Italian restaurant, right? A couple months in, I would work counter. I wasn't in the dining room. So I never really paid attention to our frequent customers. So I really never noticed this one guy. And when I first started to acknowledge his presence was around before Christmas time in 2017. Only because that's when he started to give everybody, when I mean everybody, like all the employees, $5. Most importantly, the girls at the moment. Which I thought was really strange. Like the first time he gave me like $5, like a $5 tip, I was like, I can't accept this. Like, what did I do to deserve it? I didn't wait on you. Like, I'm counter. It's not like I took your order or anything for me to get the $5. So he left it on the table for me either way. So I had no other choice but to take it after he left. And then afterwards, he was apologizing because he didn't want it to come off as rude. But it was then that he really like knew I was there, like he like met me, like type thing. He would come like a lot, like I'd say 3 times a week, and continuously give everybody $5. Like he would spend more on tipping people than his actual food. And I thought this guy was actually really nice. Like he's really old. I'm not gonna say his name because who knows, you know? He has nobody in his life. So I just thought he was really old, like a nice old guy who doesn't have anybody, so I'm guessing he has money, you know? Like, nobody in their right mind just gives out money consistently. 6 employees, like a tip, a $5 tip. About, at least 3 times a week. For 3, almost 4 months, if not almost 5 months in a row. Who does that? Like, right there, that goes to show that this person does not have his mind in the right place. If you ever meet me, you'll realize I'm a really nice person, and it's truly hard for me to be mean to anybody. Like, you really have to put me in a really uncomfortable situation for me to be mean. And he didn't yet. Like, he was just an old guy that would go there a lot, and I'd have to like treat him with respect, and because just like any other customer, like I'm not giving you special treatment, but because he's so lonely and hasn't had anybody in so long, I feel like he would take that and think of it of something different. Like he started to like me, and that's really fucking gross. But not just me, like the other girls as well. So, like, I felt more comfortable that I wasn't the only one that was going through this. And he, like, started flirting, kind of. And that's when it started becoming weird. From that, we would just have regular conversations. We wouldn't be busy, so the girls and I would just talk to him and have conversations and just chat. So he got to know a lot of things about me, which was really weird. Like, where else I work, and keep that in mind for later. He would also start saying how us girls from this small Italian restaurant were his girlfriends. Like, to him, he was joking, but, like, we could just tell that this creepy old guy was not joking. Like, he would just say that to not make us uncomfortable when it would make us uncomfortable. Like, it just, we could tell, like, we could see right through him. And then he started talking about how he is a good person, how lots of women throw themselves at him at his work, but he's not that type of person. Like, just like trying to tell me that he's, like I said, like not that type of man, that he's a good person. And he would always talk about how good he is at casinos, and he goes every night, and how he's made so much, and how he has a lot of money because of it, and how he's so rich because of it, and how I turned 21, he wants to show me how to play. That's not the uncomfortable part yet. Like, I talk to him and feel like he's the type of person who looks normal but would kidnap you and hide you in your basement for like 10 years. You would tell me and my coworkers, like the girls, that he likes us. You have to be there to understand the vibe. We're not over exaggerating. Like, this guy is creepy. The way he like talks to us, he literally, like, in his mind, to him, we are like his girlfriends. He takes niceness as to flirting and makes it into like this big thing that isn't and doesn't exist. So because of that reason, I take it back a few notches and try to ignore him. So keep that in mind, that I am not as nice as I was before because this guy is creepy and I don't want him to read me wrong because I already feel uncomfortable and the things he says make me feel uncomfortable. One day, I'm the waiter and I happen to be the only waiter, so I have to serve him. I sit him down and it's my first time being like an official server because I would mostly do counter. Before anything, he tells me, hey, before this, I want to go see an escort. Not only is it extremely inappropriate, you're like 80, I'm still a teenager. I might be over 18, but I don't feel like it. Like, I still feel like I'm a child. Okay, I still live with my mom. And this guy is preying on me. Like, I'm extremely uncomfortable. And you're telling me you just want to go pay to have sex. I don't need to know that. First of all, that's disgusting. You're disgusting. And he proceeds to smile. Because I'm an official waiter, I was given an apron. And I'm wearing it. And he goes over and says, Kim, can I tell you something? Can I say this? I think you look very sexy in that apron. Mind you, I'm already fucking uncomfortable. Now this guy called me sexy. Like, he's staring at me. Like, he's physically... To call someone sexy is to be attracted to them. That's... At that point, I was going to throw up. Like, I didn't even look at him anymore. Like, that's how uncomfortable I was. I was disgusted. I was grossed out. Like... So I go back and tell my manager and I explain to him, and he's uncomfortable. Everyone else is uncomfortable. I tell my coworkers, they're like, what the fuck? And at that point, I just gave him his check and I didn't even say goodbye to him. Like, that was it. I was uncomfortable. I didn't know what to do. It was an awkward position. I forgot to mention this part. Before this, a couple days prior, he mentioned that he goes to the gym now. The same gym I work at. That's far as shit away from him. My two jobs are like 40 minutes apart. What the fuck is he doing all the way over there? Because I mentioned it before, months prior. You're not going to this gym where I'm at. You're stalking me now. So you just want to go where I go? It gets better. Comes in the following day. I am clocking out of work because I worked the morning shift and I was getting ready to go home. And like a minute before I was getting ready to leave, he comes in and sits down, expecting me to wait on him. Like, bitch, no, I'm leaving. Like, you can fucking get someone else to wait on you. I'm not gonna fucking do it. But then I decide, okay, I talked to my manager first. I was like, can I talk to him and explain to him I'm uncomfortable and ask him if he could take it back a couple notches? And he's fine. At first he didn't want me to, but he's like, okay, but if he does anything else, like, let me know. So the first thing he asks is, hey, why aren't you serving me? And then says, how come you and blank, my coworker, are always mad at me? Like, I'm here waiting on service and I'm not getting any. And so I'm like, well, I'm not working anymore. Like, I'm going home. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? So then I ask him, okay, listen, I want to talk about yesterday and how I'm uncomfortable about what you said. And he stops me and he's like, no, listen, I'm going to continue to give you girls $5 every single time, and you can't take no for an answer, and you have to take it. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with this? Like, you don't even know what I want to talk about. What you have in your mind and what you think is a problem is nowhere near what I am, like, uncomfortable with. But he doesn't even know I'm uncomfortable. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's how much he did not let me talk. So then I ask, so are you going to let me talk? And he says, no, I'm not. I'm like, so you're not going to respect me? And then, this is the part that made me so mad. This is when he says, you and Caitlin need to start respecting me because I've done nothing to you guys for you guys to be treating me like this. I'm getting poor service here. I'm just like, so there, I asked him again, are you going to let me talk? He said no. He was mad and like he was just angry at this point. Didn't let me talk and was mad for what reason exactly? So because I already clocked out, all I did was I got up and left. I'm not gonna waste my fucking time talking to this psycho when he doesn't even know what the fuck the problem is. He doesn't even recognize what he's doing. Okay, in his mind, he's somewhere else. So I'm not gonna waste my time. I come in the next day. I'm talking to my coworkers. They're like, what did you do to blank? Why is he so mad at you? He told me you were screaming at him when you were here yesterday, and how he wants to talk to the owner about you. It's good, because no one here is comfortable with this person. You talk to the owner, you do me a favor, because all of us will talk to him, clarify things to him, and you will get banned from here. That, or I will place a restraining order, because you are stalking me at all my jobs and making very uncomfortable remarks on me. Like, I do not feel comfortable with this person. So then this is where it gets interesting. My coworker also told me that he also said that he saw me and blank, my coworker, kissing across the counter. That she and I are gay. And that was so wrong to him that he really needed to bring that up to the owner as well. She and I both have boyfriends. I've been with mine for almost 5 years. She's been with hers for like 3 years or something like that. Just because me and her both know the creep you are does not give you the right to call us lesbians, because we don't fucking care about you. Just because you tip us every time does not give you the right to own us in a way. Our coworker needs to stop flirting with him because he's very uncomfortable about that. I just want to clarify there's something wrong about being gay or lesbian. Like, I'm for it, I'm just not it, you know? But if you know, okay, back to what I was saying. Like, if you know this chick, she's 14. She's very shy. When I mean shy, she doesn't talk. Not even to us. She barely talks to the customers. She's especially not going to talk to this creep. Like, I told my coworkers what he said, and they were like, he's mental. Like, this guy is mental. I'm already mind blown because of that. And because he saw me kissing my coworker across the counter. And now I'm gay now. How more psycho can this person get? I wish I could tell you guys more, but there's still a lot to know and find out about this, because most of these events that I just talked to you guys about happened this week, which I'm still freaking mind blown about. So far, our resolution is to stay away from him, especially me and the girls. And if he bothers us and makes any more uncomfortable remarks or does anything else that really bothers us, it will be brought up to the attention of the owner and something will be done. But till then, we're going to wait it out and see. But that's it for today's story. I have a stalker, and the girls I work with, and he's a fucking creep, and he hallucinates, and he's psycho, and he's insane, and I'm still mind blown, and I don't know what to do about it. But that's my life right now. And I apologize for the filter I've been using this whole time. I know it's annoying, but I got off of work, so that's why. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching if you stuck all the way through. And if you want to know more about this crazy story, which there will be more, trust me, and I bet you on that, please like and subscribe and turn on the notifications so you'll see when I upload. And if you'll see when I upload a part 2 to this, because I'm so sure there's going to be a part 2. There just has to be. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!